Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another Diablo 2 Resurrected build guide video. This time around it's a utterly scuffed Barbarian. It's not too bad, but this should be an example of why you shouldn't start a Barb. You absolutely should not start a Barbarian. I mean, do whatever you feel like doing, right? But yeah, you will end up with a character like mine. So this is my season 11 Barb. Traded for some gear. I could barely farm. It was just a pain. Absolutely painful. You need to be a masochist and hate your life to start a Barbarian. And therefore, I'm pretty much here in a council. I call it the council prison. I call it the council prison, man, because this is all this Barbarian can do. I can't farm Trav. I cannot farm anything other than the council. Which is enough. There's a big misconception that you have to clear everything. You need to clear the entire lobby every time you join a lobby. That's absolute noob trap. You pick one area that has a good loot table and you farm the shit out of this area. Like, if I would be a trapper, I would be sitting in the cow level forever. If I would be a Blizzard Sorc, I would be sitting in ancient tunnels and the cow level forever, right? This one very best area that I can farm with the starter build. Yeah, if you want this point-click adventure, super inefficient, then start this. But yeah, friendly reminder, you shouldn't. The Barbarian is only fun once you have a certain threshold. You need to have a certain setup of items going. Before that, it's just horrible. It falls off so hard. It lays behind so much compared to every other class you can play. Like, for real, for real. A Wind Druid without any items would be better than this in Hell mode. Right, as an extreme example. So my items here. I have this poker called Flesh Ripper. Absolutely destroys bosses. Yeah, I was waiting for a declone the entire season. I missed it all the time. But that's the only good thing. It would be capable of farming declone, for real, for real. And this is a dagger, interesting enough. And they've changed Blade Mastery. So this counts for daggers now. For swords and daggers. If you would boot up old Lord of Destructions, this only counts for swords. Wow. But yeah, actually crazy. Could walk around with two of those pokers and go ham. My other sword here is a hustle. That's a crazy rune word. It gives a fanaticism aura. Sadly, all the other mods are very bad. There's very low damage. It's really just for the fanaticism aura and for the burst of speed to run even faster. Or cannot be frozen. I have a Duria shell here. Perfect defense roll. I was even thinking about upgrading this to a Kraken shell. I have the angelic combo here twice because why not? It works. Can get the set bonus here twice, kind of broken. My build, one of the most underrated builds in the game, in my humble opinion, because of 25 to strength and massive resistances. I found Laying of Hands, I found Water War boots, I have no Gore Rider yet, no, what's the other called, Goblin Toe, none of that, would be nice to have. I tried vendor shopping, Mala bow sticks. No luck. Not a single one. Never spawned. I would rather try to craft just 2 spirits. Or start with the Singer setup and then swap over to melee and use those 2 spirits from the Singer spec for the pre-buff. That would be alright, but yeah, as I said, never ever. Big noob trap. I know everyone wants to play the Barb. I mean, look at this. It looks insane. Barb is an absolute giga chat. And like one of the best classes in the entire game, but only if you have items. If you throw enough gear onto this glass, then it's good. Other than that, it's just painful. But yeah, check out the DPS, man. Just murders them. Just murders them here. But that's sadly, as I said, it's the only thing I can do on this Barb, man. It's really the only thing I can farm. Which is insane. At least he runs fast, huh? Oh, I haven't showed you my mercenary. My mercenary is actually really decent. Probably better get than me, lol. Yeah, that's the only thing you can do as a Barb. You have the Singer spec, which has very low gear requirement. And you have the budget frenzy spec. But the downside is you would farm like the tower forever. Maybe not even Shank, the other one, Eldritch. The Council, Act 3, Trev, almost impossible with a setup like this. Will get wrecked. Will absolutely get wrecked. I mean, it's... I will say it again and again, don't start a Barb, but it's all random anyways, you know what I mean? I could find a bear rune here. So does it really matter if I can only farm this? Let's get some stacks real quick. I mean, to be fair, every item I have, everything I was able to trade for was farmed up here thanks to the countess. Like now and then you get like a Lem or a Mal. She can drop up to an Ist. She can also drop up to a low rune, but that's a little bit rare. It's like a 1 in 300k chance or something crazy your players want. Probably not gonna happen. Oh, why is it not an Ist? Yeah, that's how it goes. That's all I did on this Barb. That's all I did on this Barb. I was close to swapping to a Horker with like Berserk. But I wasted one respec. I tried it before and the damage was not there with the weapons that are to my disposal. One of them would be as just a rare Fool's Mod sword. What else do I have? Yes, this is all low level crap, you know what I mean? So I would need at least an out. Or of course, like people told me in the comments before, yeah, go with Unbending Will, man, that's GG, that's GG. I bet you never tried it because it's not GG, it's absolute dog tier, you know what I mean? The damage is not enough, not in a faceplate. Maybe I've socketed in the wrong base. Give them the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, this is not enough to farm Trev, okay? Like that's, I don't know where you got that from. Theory crafting. People don't play the game anyways, so can't take it too serious if someone tells me, hey, play such and such setup, right? Because they picked it up in a video they watched before this video and they don't really play the game, which is no problem, but I'm just saying. So the thing is, I would at least need Grief. Then I would sit in Trev the remaining season with this Barb. And yeah, the plan was to farm up Grief like this way. But nah, bro. Nah. So I lost interest in this character real quick. Farming only Countess. Mercenary here, Reaper's Toll for Decrepify. Crown of Thieves in the treasury in a totally random base. Yeah, that's what's up. Friendly reminder, don't start a Barb. It looks so cool. It looks so cool, man. And it's I would argue it's the best class in a whole of D2. Oh, Phoenix Strike Assassin. There's Phoenix. Yeah. No, the Barb is still better. A Barb with gear destroys everything. Dual Grief, Enigma, and so on and so on and so on. Yeah, let me know what you think about this. This was my scuffed Season 11 Frenzy Barb. Even socketed a Tal rune in here just to have a few resistances. It's so bad. The skull was not even too bad here. Dual leech. Dual leech should be somewhere in the build for Barbarian. They have a perfect skull in this poker. Yeah. For the stats and for the skills. 9 of strength and dex to wear the gear. Remaining points into vitality in my case here. Maxed out blade mastery. 1 in those. The 1.1 wonders. A few more points into natural resistance to be able to at least walk around in hell mode. Other than that, 1 point berserk in case I encounter Fizz immune. I maxed out frenzy. And I think I maxed out 1 synergy. No, it's only a 78 character, not enough points. I have 1 point into find item, maybe can luck a high rune. Never happened. I also rarely use it. I need a full magic find setup and find item setup in order to use find item. It's too micromanagement heavy for me to swap, kill elite pack, swap, use find item. That's too tedious. Not for me at least. That's not fun. Yeah, and I maxed out battle orders, the chunk of life. But yeah, big noob trap. Don't start a barb. Don't start a barb. Thanks for watching, and probably see you in season 12. Later.